How you guys doing? And thanks for watching. This is George over at Wicked Warnings, your number one source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting equipment for cars, vans, buses, tricycles, bicycles, nice pickup trucks. What you're looking at right here, 2017 Chevy Silverado. Just a couple of years old, but still beautiful. First thing you can see predominantly is our auto flasher kit running the factory DRL lights. Pardon me. Those are the lights right below the factory headlight and above the factory turn signal there. Normally steady white when you're driving during the daytime. We take advantage of that circuit with our auto flasher. It allows us to activate them as strobe lights. Now they work perfectly normal when you do not want them flashing, so you don't lose any factory function. No worries about that. And you can find more detail all about the auto flasher and all the different lights that it can control on wickedwarnings.com. Right in the middle of there, amber, you can see our TIR3 in amber, synchronized to alternate. That's a fairly simple light. We did use our 90-degree mounting bracket to mount it, and there'll be some real in-depth detail at the end of the video about how we mounted that. There's a link, actually, to another video that we're going to show you about the grill lights and how they mount with that 90-degree bracket. Now, as you can see, when we get to about a 45-degree angle to the truck, not only can we still see the grill lights very well, but we can also still see the DRL on the driver's side very clearly, as well as slightly on the passenger side. This particular truck does medium construction all around the Chicagoland area, so we wanted a little bit of amber, a little bit of amber and white in the front and the back. Just to show you a little bit closer what the TIR3 looks like right there. It's mounted with our 90-degree bracket. And as I said, we're going to link you to a good video. Alrighty, around the back. Carl, what have you done? They're going to notice. That's what we're hoping. We hope they notice. What you're looking at is down low, the very same light we used up front. Our amber TIR3. That mounted right there on the bumper, on the upper edges, left and right of the license plate recess. Pretty easy to mount there, no real big challenge at all. Just above it in white is our HAW Duo LD. And I have a video about how to drill those lights, I'm sure, somewhere. Just above that is another set of LED HAW Duos in amber. That set is set on a real fast alternate single flash pattern, and the white ones below it are 75 FPM triple flash alternation. Now we did synchronize the white HAW Duo with the amber TIR3 below it, and you can do that if you so choose on your own. If you needed a different color combination, our HAW Duo comes in all the colors: red, green, blue, purple, white, and amber. And our TIR3 also comes in all the colors except purple. So you can definitely switch up the color on the back of this build to whatever suits your fancy. Now let's talk a little bit about the wiring that I'm going to include as the package for this build. If you're going to mimic this build, you're going to buy the bundle. I'm going to include some wiring, and what we're doing right now is we're going to do 25 feet of 18-5 wire. That's going to carry your power and your ground from your HAW Duo, the white set, forward, from the back of the truck forward to your switch. We're also going to include 22 feet of 22.5, and you're going to use that to extend the TIR3s, not only for the back here, up to meet with the power and ground at the HAW Duo and run forward. So you'll probably use about 10 to 12 feet at most in the rear, but you'll also be using that 22.5 to extend in the front. We're going to give you an additional 25 feet for the front, so that way you may have a little bit of extra 22.5, no big deal. You'll use it to extend each of the TIR3s in the front grille as well, to bring them into the cabin of the truck. I have a little bit of in-depth detail about the switch, how we mounted it, and we have other videos that show other switch locations. So for this bundle, you'll get a switch, you'll get a fuse tap, you'll get the wiring needed. The assembly is up to you. The setting of the patterns is up to you. And you know, as far as the installation, that's all on you as well. I'm just going to provide you the parts and the visual diagram of how I did it. You can always set your patterns differently if you so choose. Alrighty, for reference purposes, if you want to know more about this build, you want to ask about build number 18502. That's 18502. Everybody always wants to know how long it took me. I'm going to say that this job here took me 10 hours. So if you were budgeting a novice install, you might want to block out about 14 hours with a little bit of learning curve time in there. Otherwise, like I said, for me, I have 10 hours wrapped up in this truck to get this end result. But I also fabricated the switch bracket and did a couple of other things a little bit slower than average. So I'm happy with the way it turned out. Check the links in the description for more info on all these products. And any questions, make sure you give us an email at info@wickedwarnings.com. Thank you again for watching. Keep us in mind. We are your number one source for construction and emergency safety and strobe lighting equipment for cars, vans, buses, trucks, bicycles, tricycles, SUVs, and everything in between. You want to bring me a Power Wheels? I'll put lights on it. Bring me grandma's wheelchair. We'll put lights on that too. So, alrighty, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Alright, fans, here, just a little detail on the switch, how I did this. See this factory screw right here? This is the one right here. We're going to take this screw out. And now, I fabricated this bracket. It's not yet for sale. I put a little bit of black vinyl on the face of it. I put a little bit of our double stick tape on the top. Drilled a hole for that factory screw to go through. Okay, and then this is going to hold our blue 3/4 switch. It's going to snap right in there, and it's going to mount up right there. So stand by, let me mount it. Alrighty, here you can see it's mounted. I haven't quite snapped the switch back in place yet, but that'll be snapped in just as soon as it's wired. And that's where the switch is going to end up here, down on the lower part of the dash. Just wanted to keep it real discreet for this particular client and do something a little different. So manufactured a little bracket and hung the switch right there. As I said, I may offer that bracket for sale soon, undetermined yet.